y'all doing tonight? This is Easy Work Boxing. I'm about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one, man. Got some bad news for the sport of boxing. You know, I saw this at work. I feel like it would have been wrong for me to get on, man. You know, to not give this man a shout out or mention. You know, Marvin Hagler was really before my time. I wouldn't get on here and tell a lot of y'all act like I done watched every fight Marvin Hagler done had, or I know everything about his career. But I know a lot of people has looked up to this man. A lot of people on my Facebook page, you know, one guy, he fights himself, and he was saying that Marvin Hagler was his hero. And I'm sure that Marvin Hagler is a hero to a lot of other men. You know, that's no matter what your color is, you know, in his world. But I'm sure, you know, he's uplifted a lot of men to want to box, want to fight, you know, do that profession, in which he did. So I want to say rest in peace to Mr. Marvin Marvelous Hagler. You know, may your family have strength. I send condolences to your family. Thank you for all the years, all the love you gave the sport of boxing, for giving us entertainment. And I just pray that you rest well. You know, a little bit about Marvin Hagler from what I know. You know, he was a member of the Fantastic Four, not the comic book group, but he was the boxing group of the late 70s, Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, which he fought them all. You know, he fought them all, and he lost to Sugar Ray. You know, some people have their, you know, their opinion on it. Some people say he won, some people say he lost. Me personally, I feel that Sugar Ray Leonard did come out on top in that fight. You know, and I always tell people, I was thinking about it today, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard said he caught him at the right time when he was saying that he was tired of boxing. He didn't really have love for the sport anymore. So, not to take any glory away from Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, he did what was necessary to win, but at the same time, you know, just want to get out here and show my respects to him. Now, his birth name, he was born in, it don't really say where he was born, but he started his pro career in 1973, May the 18th. Birth name is Marvin Nathaniel Hagler. His career lasted from 1973 to 1987. Birthplace, Newark, New Jersey. I'm gonna be on for a minute, Poetic. I'm gonna be on for a minute. Kingsley say the vaccine did it. I hope that's not true, but hey, it's a lot of dudes who I know have passed away from getting that vaccine, man. A guy I used to work with at a hospital recently went and took the vaccine, and he had a heart attack and died, man. You know, he had a heart attack and died, you know, and it's just crazy. You know, it's crazy what's going on. Me, I haven't taken the vaccine. I don't plan on taking it, but I hope it didn't come from that, you know. The link is up. If you want to come on, you're welcome to come on. But you know, he didn't beat a lot of them, man. Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearns. Your last fight with Sugar Ray Leonard, y'all know after he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard, he moved overseas. You know, he started doing movies over there, became a star over there. You know, so there's a lot of people who know him around the world, not just in America, man. Not just in America. He's known in other places. I mean, he was known anyway just for his boxing career, but he moved over there, became a movie star and things like that, you know. So like I said to him again, I know he's a hero to a lot of people, you know. Now that he's gone, you know, I have, you know what I'm saying, I will be watching some of his fights. You know, I will be looking at his career. You know, my condolences to his family once again, man, to his children. You know, I apologize for their loss. I feel bad for their loss, man. You know, all-time great, Hall of Famer, gone. But I'm waiting for you guys to come on. Shane with Ice, Poetic, whoever would like to come on. The link is up. But I'm hoping it's not the corona situation like everybody is saying. I hope he didn't take the vaccine. You know, I'm praying he didn't, die from that way. But even though I just said his day, I wonder what his age was. I don't have his birth date here. Yeah, I don't have his birthday. Oh, age 66. He was 66 years old, y'all. 66. Poetic, what's up with you?
He changed the password. Fuck you. Pause this.
Well, I'm gonna wait for a minute for Poetic to come on.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Poetic. What's up?
I'm watching the movie right now. I just wanted to come on here and say, R.I.P to Marvin, Marcus Harrison, and I want y'all to know it's not a coincidence that he died at 66 years old. Everything they do is done in numbers. They worship numerology. That's not no coincidence. Secondly, I want to say that Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford verbally, and that shit he did on the live with his baby mama was some 100% bitch ass shit, and I'm damn near not a fan of his ass no more because he keeps saying dumb shit. That's all I gotta say.
Hold up. Not to cut you off about the Marvin Hagler situation, but what you were saying, what did Errol Spence do?
Oh, you didn't see the video of him? He was on he was on Instagram Live, some girl Instagram Live talking about some he said I'm gonna have to 70-30, nigga. He said keep on playing, I'm gonna have to 80-20. Then he said keep playing, I'm gonna do 90-10. He told some I'm gonna tell my children they don't need to eat off no goddamn belts, bitch ass shit.
Oh, see, he using the Floyd Mayweather talk. All my children.
Yeah, but Floyd Mayweather was in a position to do that type shit.
Hold on. Mr. Errol Spence, you the same person that get on every goddamn platform and say how much you are getting paid, and everybody ain't got as much money at you. So don't use that bullshit talking about your children can't eat off no motherfucking belts. See, he getting on my fucking nerves. See, he the reason that I don't even be talking about the sport no more and motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Your bitch ass is scared to get in the ring and go in there and take a ass whooping. And you some here talking about some 20, 90, 80, 20, 90, 10. Come on, man. If a motherfucker keep getting on here talking about some Errol Spence ain't ducking, you must want to fuck Errol Spence or something. Because I don't know. This is just clearly showing that he want to fight. He don't want to fight, Poet.
I don't think he do either. But that thing, whatever that other dude name is, I forgot. But he be on here with us, the other young cat. He said something about how PBC and Errol and Heyman probably trying to move with Terrence Crawford and get that fight after his contract is out, and trying to feed them Sean Porter type shit, the little maneuver shit they doing, the playing chess bullshit. You know, I could probably see that, but I think all that shit else, even if Errol Spence not ducking, it's like, bro, what the fuck you saying that for? But I do agree that they could want to fight each other as much as more than anybody has ever wanted to fight anybody in boxing history or combat sports history. I do agree, regardless of that, it ain't down to them. It's down to their promoters and the networks and the guys with the suits. But that shit that Errol Spence saying, that's some ducking shit. And I think the reason why Terrence Crawford came out saying he ain't worried about that fight, and he even got irritated with Fight Hype. You know, don't nobody really ever get irritated with Fight Hype. Yeah, he a cool dude. He got irritated with Fight Hype. Fight Hype brought that shit up to let that at I forgot who fight it was though, but the last time he was on there saying he moving on from that fight. I can see that because like, bro, what the fuck? And then after all that shit that he said on whatchamacallit, then he gonna tell Ugas all you needed was something I wanted. Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Ugas ain't, well, come on, man. That's crazy. I mean, I can understand because that fight might be easier to make, but man, what you mean? All you needed was something I wanted. Like, Ugas just some big name, but you didn't want to fight him because he didn't have a belt. Like,
hold up. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna go back about what you just said about the Hagler situation. You is just told, from what I understand, Blue Blood. I seen the video. Ain't no telling with Blue Blood. He just post shit. But Yukas is saying he want 50-50 or ain't no fight.
How he gonna get 50-50? He really ain't even got that belt. Manny Pacquiao is the real champ.
Manny Pacquiao passed that. They took that belt. That's his belt. And if Errol Spence want that motherfucker, or if Terrence Crawford want that motherfucker, they got to supply and motherfucking demand.
I guess Ugas is he trying to make as much money as he can while he can, because he knows his time pretty much up. So I guess this is his last hoorah. He just trying to make his most. But don't bid yourself out of a fucking fight, because you got your nuts in your hand, bro. Like dead ass.
Whether he bids himself out or not, they got to understand, I have this motherfucking title that y'all want.
Yeah.
So supply and demand. If you want this hoe, you're going to pay what you want to pay. Or I fight every motherfucking mandatory come my damn way.
Yeah, and Danny Garcia didn't even have a belt. He had got 40. So how the fuck Terrence Crawford gonna get fucking 30 or anything less than 40? What the fuck?
Those are just, I don't know, those are just ways of ducking nowadays. You sit up there, you lowball a person, or you outbid yourself. Everybody should know that now. He basically trying to lowball this man because he know this man don't want to get in there and fight him for no damn 60-40. But I think that Terrence Crawford should say and get on live on camera in front of the world on any platform and say, Errol Spence, I will take your 60-40 to whoop your motherfucking ass. Send me the contract.
I think he should do it better and really put him on the hot seat and say, I'll take 60-40 or 70-30. I think he should say that.
Just to prove, yeah.
Yeah, he should say that, but Terrence Crawford not gonna do that, bro. That's what sucks, man. These niggas don't. I mean, I understand they got promoters and they might know the fight ain't gonna be made, but fuck that shit. Just make something shake. Ain't shit going on. Cause y'all start being bitches. Damn. It be getting on my fucking nerves. Like, damn, y'all niggas really be on some whole shit.
Well, really, before I go in on this Marvin Hagler situation that you just talked about, the 66 and things like that. First, let me say this. Much respect to Marvin Hagler. This has nothing to do as a disrespectful way of him, me speaking of him, but people don't understand what the sport of boxing really consists of and what goes on. It's basically the same as entertainment, rap, music, and anything like that. And, basically these people have, signed their name, took oaths to be on TV, to make the money that they make. Oh, your camera breaking up. You eating or something? These people are taking oaths to be on TV. A lot of people don't want to believe it. You think a lot of people just hating and lying once you go to talking about this situation. But it's the truth. You're not going to get on TV if you don't sign your name. If you don't sign your name into blood.
Yeah, this the last thing I'm gonna say. This the last thing I'm saying. I'm gonna get off because I'm watching a movie right now. But yeah, I mean, look, I don't care about that nigga being dead. I mean, R.I.P. whatever. But look, if that nigga sold his soul. He sold his soul. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Huh?
I mean, shit. Same thing with Kobe. Kobe died. Oh, R.I.P. Kobe. Fuck him. I don't know him. The nigga was satanic as hell. He was a part of the game.
Yeah.
He been to the cloning centers. That nigga sold his soul. You gotta stop it. LeBron, all of them. All of them. Everybody.
But they get on here and they don't know nothing about that chain rights. You say stuff like that, you a Hagler hater, or you mad because he beat or Sugar Ray beat him. They come up with all type of shit because they don't know nothing about this world. And that's the saddest thing about it. Is a bunch of grown ass people in their 50s, 20s running around and don't know nothing about the damn world they living in. It's stupid motherfuckers still thinking that success is just possible without another person. It's stupid ass people still running around not knowing the world that they live in. Still believing that one day they gonna be rich. All I gotta do is keep working hard. You are not gonna be rich just sitting. Look, I'm gonna give you a prime example. And this in boxing. Marvin Hagler never got a title shot until he signed a contract. Do y'all know that? Do people know that? Same way with Devin Haney. And I made a video on this and I told y'all because I know what entertainment is about and I know what they have to do to get all that money. Devin Haney, he never got close to a title until he signed with DAZN. See, even though these guys are really going out there fighting and risking their lives, see, it's always a cost in any form of success that you want to live. And people, I don't understand how you people with children, some of y'all got children, and you don't even know the world you living in. How people don't know this? How you don't know that boxing is entertainment? How do you don't know that fights are rigged? How you don't know that they took an oath? Let me ask you this. What has any boxer ever done? I'm gonna say black boxer. No, I'm gonna put all boxers of any nationality. What has any of them ever done for their race? Any one of them, Mexican, Latino, what have they done for their race? Y'all please hit the like button. I'm asking a real deal question. Not saying that anyone is supposed to take care of you. Okay, let me get that out there for the dick riders who gonna get on here and say, man, that's them people money. No, 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 no. See, that's the problem. That's the mentality of people. See, once you climb out a hole, you're supposed to throw a rope back down that motherfucker. You don't supposed to climb out the hole and stand up and look down at everybody at the bottom of the hole and say, y'all better figure out a way to get up here. You supposed to throw a rope back down there and pull people out. If they don't want to come, that's their problem. So I'm gonna ask this question again. What boxer of any nationality have you ever seen do anything for their people? And please don't get on here and say no goddamn Manny Pacquiao. Muhammad Ali, oh, fuck, hold up. Please don't say no damn Manny Pacquiao when he was out there passing out one bag of rice and he ain't built one set of apartments for nobody in the Philippines and he grew up poor as hell. Please don't say Manny Pacquiao. Oh, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali ain't did shit either. What did Muhammad Ali do for his people? And I ain't talking about talk. People was already idol worshiping him because he was the heavyweight champion of the world and he had money. What did he do for his people? And this is no way to bash Muhammad Ali or his family or anybody, but I spit the truth. What did he do? Nothing. They take care of their immediate family. That's all they are allowed to take care of. They're not allowed to help their families, their minorities. What have you seen any of them do? And this is no disrespect to Mr. Marvin Hagler, rest his soul, because I'm not God and I can't judge him. But I can talk about the truth. The truth is he was an excellent fighter, but Marvin Hagler was beating up people for years and couldn't even get a title shot until he signed his name on a contract, in which a lot of people don't even know this. The Lord tell you not to sign contracts. But guess what? You sign a contract every time you get hired for a job. Every time you sign your name at a job when you're being hired, you just sign a contract. But the Lord tells us not to do that. I'm taking nothing away from Marvin Hagler. Strong man. Went out there and accomplished a lot in this world. But what he accomplished had to come through another man. Just go back and check it. You'll see it yourself. He was whooping everything with gloves on. But he didn't become a champion until he signed. See, it's just like when I get on here and I tell y'all Clarissa Shields is a trainer. People look at me crazy. Which Clarissa Shields is a tranny. Is another boxer. When it was talking about that fighter, that girl was was on steroids. Those wasn't steroids. That was a dude. There are transsexuals in boxing and UFC. Ronda Rousey is a tranny. Chris Cyborg is a tranny. Ann Wolf was a tranny. And I don't give a damn about how many babies they tell you they had. Where are the pregnancy pictures? See, people got to start asking themselves shit. Start asking themselves questions. But then again, a lot don't know nothing about the world to ask themselves questions. To ask themselves questions. It kills me when I get up in the morning, somebody come get me or something, I'm on my way to work, and the radio's talking about how much money Beyonce got. Jay-Z and Beyonce just bought a new house. And people actually sit up all day and listen to this shit. Why is that important to you? Why is what a billionaire buy important to you when you headed on your way to work to pay a rent man? Why would I give two fucks about what Beyonce, Cardi B, Offset, any other body in the form, LeBron James? Why would I wake up and watch in the news, TMZ, other platforms, YouTube, to give a fuck about what they are doing? These people don't give the one sending you a fucking bologna sandwich if your life depended on it. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with being entertained. But at the same time, don't be no damn fool. See, evidently, y'all thought that Easy Work was on here saying that he ain't want people, or you'll never get an interview on my channel. You'll never see me talking to a box or anything like that. Maybe y'all thought I was just saying it because my channel got low numbers. And y'all know that come from me having the wrong category. But maybe some people think that. No, you know the reason they ain't gonna never get on this channel? Because I know what they doing. I know how you got famous. I know why you dancing on cars with all that money. And I ain't hating on you. I ain't hating on you at all. But I know how you got it. So you don't want to come on this channel with that I'm hating on you. See, when Bill Haney went in on me, I was so upset, I didn't even have time to think about it. And then I was on somebody else's platform. I was on shout out to World Combat Sports. I was on his platform. But if I would have had time to come out my anger and actually think, which shout out to my big sister, she said that's one of my problems. I get too angry on things. I said, Bill, why you sitting up here doing all this stunning, talking about how much money and how good y'all living? I know what y'all had to do to get that money. I know you had to put your son's name in blood to get that money. Yeah. See, I know who around there in the boxing game walking around with trainers. I know who going with trainers. Y'all done seen the pictures of most of them y'all self in the club hugging each other. But you wouldn't suspect it because they athletes and they fighters, right? You wouldn't dare believe that a boxer is a fag on the low, huh? I mean, gay on the low. My bad for saying fag, no disrespect to anybody. You know, that's just how we talk, you know, street talk. But y'all know there's some gay people in boxing. So they ain't gonna come on this channel because you ain't gonna get on here and stun on me with that bullshit with how much money you got. Where you at the end of the day, I never have as much money you got if I gotta sell my motherfucking soul for it. Ever. Ever. I've been broke 37 years. Before a nigga penetrate me or have me wearing a dress or signing my name over in blood, not telling my people the truth, you'll never see me rich. You'll never see me rich. If I done went 37, I can go another 37. But I'm not the one to judge these men because I'm not God. Whatever they did to get where they at, much success to them and keep on doing what you're doing. As long as your family eating good. That's the only thing I can respect. As long as your children looking up at you and they see a man, you know what I'm saying? They eating good. You got everything you can get for them. I'm happy for y'all. But at the same time, don't ever come on Easy Work Boxing channel with that bullshit, thinking you finna outshine me and talk to me like I ain't shit. I know how you got your money. I know what you are doing to get your money. But at the same time, I respect you as a man. And I would love to talk to a lot of them. But once they see some of my videos, they ain't going to come on here. They're not going to come on here. They ain't going to even mention my name. Now, even though, you know what I'm saying, we got on this subject, but, you know, talking about Marvin Hagler. And, you know, somebody said that Marvin Hagler, you know, was 66 when he died. You know, basically on the, well, not conspiracy theory talk, you know, because I hate to say that, but on the, how can you say this, Masonic Illuminati talk, you know, those numbers always come up, 66, you know, things like that. And this could be probably just a regular situation of him just passing at 66. But sometimes it don't go like that. But either way it go, I'm just saying I know what Marvin Hagler had to do to become a champion. Because Marvin Hagler was going around whooping ass everywhere and could not get a title shot. And the reason he could not get a title shot is because he had to sign a contract. It's just like a record deal. You could be one of the best rappers in the world, but you need that machine. You need the machine. Marvin Hagler needed the machine. But the machine had nothing to do with his talents and what he gave the sport of boxing. He was a hell of a fighter, a strong fighter, a man's man. You never seen a fight where Marvin Hagler did not go out there and give his all. And really with the Sugar Ray fight, I think Sugar Ray just caught him at the right time. Sugar Ray was a smart fighter. Not taking nothing away from Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray did what he did. He outsmarted him. You know, he won rounds at the last minute, you know what I'm saying, throwing flurries, moving a lot. He caught Marvin Hagler at the right time, but the wrong time for Marvin Hagler. Because if Marvin Hagler, it's hard to say this because Marvin Hagler still lost to Leonard, but if Leonard would have fucked around and fought Marvin Hagler before he got to laying in silk sheets, before Marvin Hagler was doing commercials, Marvin Hagler would have beat the shit out of Sugar Ray Leonard. And Marvin Hagler know that. I mean, and Sugar Ray Leonard knows that. If he would have caught him before he was sleeping on them silk sheets, when he was Warrior Hagler, he would have beat the fuck out of Sugar Ray Leonard. And I don't care what nobody say. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight him until that time he talked to him, and Marvin Hagler was telling him, due to his success, due to the way he living, he ain't really into the sport of boxing. When he told Sugar Ray Leonard that shit, Sugar Ray Leonard went and made the fight. Sugar Ray Leonard said, fuck that, I got him. Also, Sugar Ray Leonard did another fighter like that. I can't remember who it was, but he was watching him from outside the ring. No, he said that about Hagler too. Yeah, he said that about Hagler. So it's two stories on how he actually say he beat Marvin Hagler. Because one, he said they went out to eat at a dinner and him was talking, you know, just talking. And that's when Marvin Hagler told him. And then another time he said he was sitting out in the crowd watching the Marvin Hagler fight. And he said he jumped up and said, I know how to beat him. I can beat him. So see, you know, this is what fighters have been doing for a long time. You know, that's why if I was a boxer, I wouldn't have boxers that's my friends. Especially if we're in the same division and anything like that, I never talk to you. Because you ain't gonna wait on that data. Like let's say for instance the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford situation. If I was Errol Spence, if I was Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence, we'll never have a fucking conversation. We wouldn't be cool until after we fight. Because you're not gonna sit up here and wait on the time for I sit up here and tell you, man, We just on the phone talking shit. I'm like, man, I'm getting fat as hell. Man, I be eating too much. Or you call me and I didn't slip or something and I done went to the club and I'm drunk. And like, bro, what's wrong with you, man? I done went to the club, I had me something to drink, I'm fucked up. Oh, he finna make that fight. You see what I'm saying? As soon as you get off the phone, call that, man, I want to fight such and such. Because he know now you ain't focused. You drinking. You waking up out of suit sheets. You don't want to run no more. Everybody around you and your family is straight. You ain't got that hunger no more. Oh, make the fight. Make the fight. You see what I'm saying? And that's how Sugar Ray got him. You know, let me check out who else he lost to. You know, because the only loss that they ever really talk about, that they made famous of his losses, was the Sugar Ray Leonard loss. Okay, let me go down and check who else he lost to. Oh, shit. He lost to Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe Sr. Let me look at this. Damn. Willie Monroe Sr. For those of y'all who don't know, Willie Monroe Jr., his dad was a boxer too. Okay. Let me see who else he took a L from. Johnny Baldwin. Oh, Johnny Baldwin was 30-0, won by unanimous decision. Let me see Johnny Baldwin with his record. Well, he was 30-0. Let me look at his picture. Johnny Lee Baldwin, active 1970-1979, from Detroit, Michigan. He was a southpaw. Yeah, but you know, I'm just not to discredit him or, you know what I'm saying, anything. I just always wonder who else he lost to besides Sugar Ray Leonard. Because if you were just coming into boxing a couple of years ago or something, you would just swear that Marvin Hagler was 63-1, because they never talked about any other loss that he had with Sugar Ray Leonard. But Marvin Hagler is a boxer who had to come up and get it the hard way, because he wasn't under the machine. He wasn't under the umbrella of the machine. So Marvin Hagler really had to go out there and prove himself to even get acknowledged, for people to even look at him. So people don't understand the real struggle that this man went through and why it hurt him so bad when he left the sport of boxing. Marvin Hagler is really a boxer that really gave his blood, sweat, and tears and life to boxing. And he felt that. And also, you got to talk about this in the fight, the champion rules. You know, in champion rules, which they don't talk about no more, because a lot of these channels don't know shit about boxing nor watch it for real. They just, you know what I'm saying, make fake ass headlines and report shit. But the rules of champion rules is you have to knock the champion down or just basically beat the fuck out of the champion and take his belt. But you have to knock him down and shit. In all actuality, Sugar Ray did none of that shit. Just being real now, I'm not taking nothing from Sugar Ray, but Sugar Ray didn't do none of that shit. He didn't run through Marvin Hagler. He damn sure didn't knock Hagler down. So I can understand why he felt like that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I think what I'm saying is I think we all know if you don't run through the champion and knock him down, the champion really gonna win or supposed to win. That's just the way it's been. That's just the way it's been. If you don't knock him down or beat the fuck out of him, you ain't gonna beat the champion. You can call it robbery, but that's just the way it was in boxing. So I can understand him being pissed off, like, these motherfuckers are just gonna let this motherfucker come take my championship, knowing he ain't really winning this shit. That man said he wasn't gonna never box a fucking again, man. That man was hurt. But politics. Now I'm not saying that the fact that they did that, you know what I'm saying, to him and took it like that Sugar Ray probably didn't win the fight in some people's mind. I'm not saying that. But by champions rules and shit, he's supposed to at least knock Marvin the Hagler down or beat him up bloody for them to take that fight from Marvin Hagler. And he did not do that. Which I looked at that fight and I was like, why is Marvin Hagler coming out orthodox? But Marvin Hagler would have came out, in my opinion, southpaw the entire fight. That it would have been even worse for Sugar Ray. But me personally, I always have a little vendetta towards Sugar Ray anyway, because the way he did Aaron Pryor. You know, I don't like fuck niggas. I don't like fuck nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you could have helped that man feed his family, man. You the biggest paid black fighter out there. And you simply dodging motherfuckers in. You know what I'm saying? Playing with people, bro. I take none away from Sugar Ray and what he did in boxing, but I don't like fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people do fuck shit. Because if I was a boxer, bro, if I, like, let's say I'm Floyd Mayweather or some shit, bro, I'm gonna give you a fight. Just because I know where we come from. You feel me? I'm gonna give you that fight. I don't give a fuck who you is, how bad I think you is, whatever. I'm gonna give you that opportunity because I know where we come from and what it's like, bro. What's up, Shane?
What up, bro?
What's happening with you?
What were you on? Aaron Pryor?
Yeah, I was on the fact of Sugar Ray Leonard not fighting Aaron Pryor. I never liked that shit.
Yeah, they were supposed to fight. But the doctor told him, nah, your retina messed up. You ain't fighting.
Yeah, but he come back and out of retirement.
Oh, yeah, years later.
Fighting and shit, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to Aaron Pryor, oh, your retina detached. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sounds like a little bit of a bullshitter.
Well,
Bullshit.
Leonard's a more special fighter than Pryor. I don't think he would have beaten him.
We have said that about other fights, and there have been upsets. Still,
we have, but he barely got past Alexis Arguello.
That doesn't matter.
And that was Alexis's 5th division.
That doesn't matter. We were just talking about how, what's the guy name? Won the 154 titles. Julian Williams beat Gallimore, but Gallimore beat Rosario. Rosario beat Julian Williams. Styles make fights.
Yeah, they do, but what could Aaron Pryor do to beat Leonard?
We would have to see in the fight. He should have gave that man his damn opportunity. We can't go off what we think will happen because, like we just said, like I just said about it.
But we can still see their attributes. See, I mean, I get what you're saying. So, if Aram Barkley and Tommy Hearns never fought, I'd probably say Tommy Hearns would have won that. But that just seems too much like a mismatch for me. Aaron Pryor versus Leonard.
No. You tried to do a comparison, but it wasn't right. What I'm saying is, you saying that between Aaron Pryor and this, you couldn't see Aaron Pryor basically being able to fuck with Sugar Ray Leonard, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then.
What can you really do?
Okay, now let me go back to what, like I just said, Julian Williams beat Gallimore.
He did.
Okay, let me finish. Julian Williams beat Gallimore. Gallimore beat Rosario. Rosario beat Julian Williams. We can sit up all day and look at fighters and say, hey, this dude could whoop this dude's ass all day. But we don't know whether or not he can actually whoop his ass until they get in the ring. So at the same time, Sugar Ray Leonard, even though some people can say that, or like you saying, chain with ice, that you don't see anything that Aaron Pryor could have did to him.
Yeah.
But we would never know, or we don't know, because he never stood up and fought the damn man.
Yeah, we don't.
So I agree with what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying from the
Yeah,
look,
he's better than Aaron Pryor in every way, to be honest.
from the looks of it,
Yeah, stronger, faster,
yeah,
smarter, more accomplished.
from the looks of it, from the talent of Sugar Ray Leonard, of course, everybody is gonna say from the name, from the fact that they push Sugar Ray Leonard up to be the boxer most known, that people are gonna say, "Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard will beat Aaron Pryor," but we ain't gonna never know now.
Yeah, we won't.
But evidently, it was something in Sugar Ray Leonard's head that told him Aaron Pryor might kick his ass because he didn't make the fight. And they used to spar, if I ain't mistaken.
I think so too.
And they
That's
said,
never a good idea. Fight your sparring partner. You saw
and
what
they
happened with
hold up,
Roy Jones and James.
hold up,
What's his name? Tarver.
hold up. They said Aaron Pryor used to be whooping his ass and spar.
They did.
You didn't. You say you watched it before. I'm not making this up. I don't ride me in coattail. I'm not trying to make Aaron Pryor look no good.
Nah.
You didn't see that.
No.
All right, everybody who watching, look that up and research. They said Aaron Pryor used to be giving Sugar Ray Leonard that work. So we see why all of a sudden your retina detached when it comes to fighting Aaron Pryor. Man, come on, man. That shit was a duck, man. He ducked that motherfucker, man. And then I think it's a video, if I'm mistaken. It was him that was saying that he ain't mentioned the other fighter name, but I think it was like Sugar Ray Leonard or something. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I can't say whether or not it was Aaron Pryor talking about Sugar Ray Leonard, but it was this fighter who I seen on one of the boxing documentary. And he kept saying like it was a fighter that was sitting behind him when they went to this convention of boxing or something that had something to do with boxing. But the fighter that was behind him was a fighter who could have gave him a big payday, and he would duck him and would never fight him. He said, so years later, after they retired and they had this convention, they old now. He said this specific fighter tapped him on his shoulder and said, hey, it ain't no hard feelings, about what happened in the past or something like that. And he said, when the guy told him, he said he just looked at him and just turned his head. Because, motherfucker, that fight would have changed my life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't come back 10, 20 years now and then try to, when you feeling guilty about it and you want me to give you closure on your whole shit. You want me to give you closure on your whole shit. You want to sit here and tell me no hard feelings on. I'd turn around and say, nigga, fuck you. Don't you ever fucking speak to me again. I ought to knock your ass out now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's something I have learned in life, man. Be careful about that. Especially watch that shit Chain with Ice. Because people do shit to you, and then as time go on, they want closure from them fucking you over. Don't give them that closure. Don't ever give people that closure. Because they know they were wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Let them die guilty.
Let them die guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever, when they come to you with that bullshit talking about something, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let bygones be bygones, do as a pad. No, walk away from it. So the only reason you approaching me because you knew you was wrong. The only reason you even want to talk to me about it now is because you can't deal with the fact of what you did to me. So don't let people slide with that bullshit. Blackbird, he asking, did the vaccine kill him? I really don't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I just told y'all, an ex-coworker of mine, in his 30s, not an old guy, anything like that. I think he was younger than me, a couple of years younger than me. Went home. He took the vaccine. Went home and had a heart attack, y'all.
Yikes. Yeah, I ain't taking that.
I ain't taking it. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
The pandemic's 2 years old and they already got a vaccine. Nah.
I'm not taking it.
Plus, you still gotta wear a face mask if you take it. So what's the point?
Now I haven't heard him. I know that people on here saying, there's a possibility that he passed from, taking the COVID vaccine. I really don't know, so I'm not gonna really say that. But like my whole point of making this video, and even though I talked about other things, I just want people to understand this is not it wasn't to disrespect Mr. Marvin Hagler. It's not to disrespect. No, it's not to disrespect Mr. Hagler. It's not to disrespect any boxer who's out there who signed their name to be successful or what this world considers successful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to see y'all with the nice cars, the jewelry. When I see your families well taken care of, your children are very happy. I'm not the one to judge anybody. But what I was talking about was just what I was talking about. And I tell the truth on how I feel. But much respect to Mr. Marvin Hagler, much respect to all those guys, the boxers.
Oh, yeah. One of the toughest ever.
Yeah, that risk their lives every day, to go out there and entertain. So I just want to give y'all that respect. I don't want nobody to think that I'm ever disrespecting or hating on these men. I just hope people can understand that.
Yeah, like stuff that we gotta go into.
Yeah.
To learn from.
Yeah, because you have to say that because
people be taking it the wrong way.
It ain't that people take it the wrong way. Some people instigate shit the wrong way too. They purposely, like, even though I just said what I said.
Oh yeah, trolls.
They'll only hear a certain part, the part that they wanted to hear, and repeat that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, instead of hearing those 100 words you said, they just take 3 words that sound bad to make it seem like you said something completely different.
I'm gonna give you a prime example like this. It could be me and a guy that's into it. And I could say, man, I wanted to kill that motherfucker, but I just prayed and let God handle it. The person who heard it, they're gonna go back and tell that person, man, he said he wanted to kill you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it go, just like that. It go just like that. People hear what they want to hear and spit the part that they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was something my mama told me. She said, always worry about that dog that's carrying that bone too. You know what I'm saying?
Always what?
Always focus on that dog that carried that bone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like if somebody come tell you somebody what somebody done said or planning to do towards you, you need to question that motherfucker who coming to tell it. You need to wonder about them. What is their purpose of telling me? Why is this person telling me? Or do they want me to go to react fast? This is something they want to take from me too. But see, that person could be coming to tell me to do something to go possibly take something from them or hurt them that they want from them or me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So be careful about that person that come telling you bullshit about what somebody done said. Because they probably want you to react away. You see what I'm saying?
They want to start something.
Yeah. Be careful about that. How old are you, Chain, with us?
Huh? I don't like. Can I post that in the private chat?
God damn. You private about that?
Yep.
No.
I ain't like to say all that.
Ain't nobody gonna come look.
Yeah, but still.
All right,
safe than sorry.
I understand. I you know what I'm saying? Different stroke for different folks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just give you a little game, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I know more than you or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but watch that motherfucker who carrying that bone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but people gonna hear how they want to hear. But much respect to this man. He was a hell of a fighter.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
he was a hero to a lot. He brought a lot of eyes to the sport of boxing. You know, this sport that we love. And like I said, I thank you, Mr. Marvin Hagler, for your years in this game, for your talent, for the great fights you gave the public out here. So, you know.
Oh yeah. Going to war.
Oh yes. What advice would I give a 19-year-old?
Uh,
What you mean about boxing, or you talking about just in life?
in life, I would say don't let little stuff poison your energy. Like if someone steals $1 from you and you still have 1,000 left, don't go looking for that dollar and lose all the other 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to see as far as what is he saying? Like, is he talking about
Oh yeah. We need more information in
advice
life. Okay.
if he finna
Are
go
you
into
like in school or what? Working?
if he finna go into the sport of boxing, or if he talking about a life situation
Yeah. He said in life.
in life. 19 years old. If I was your age, with all what I know now, if I can go back to 19 years old.
Hmm. Oh, I got a good one. If you got like a candle or something you're waiting for a special day, that day ain't never gonna come. Just use it. Just use it.
Shane, like, what the fuck is you talking about? Counter.
Like if you have a special drink or a special candle you saving for a special day, nah, that special day ain't never gonna come. You gotta use it when you still got it. Don't worry about it.
I understand what you're saying. All right, this is what I'm gonna tell. Let me tell him. All right. Now, like I said, if I was 19 with what I know, what would I tell you?
Mm.
One, build you a team of people around you who are better in things than you, and make sure they are loyal people and good people. Um,
Oh
if,
yeah. You become your
oh,
surrounding.
let me talk. Shane, like, damn.
I'm just adding.
also, also, damn, you cut me off. I can't. Also, build you a group of people around you who are better than things than you, and y'all come together and build you something that you can make money off of and live good off of. Just because you share blood with people don't mean that's your family. That's something you're gonna have to come across and learn.
Oh
Look
yeah.
out, look out for the people who look out for you. That's your family. You know, they don't have to be
Mm-hmm.
your. You know what I'm saying? As far as with women, you know, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to, trash your mind or fuck your mind up or nothing like that. Best thing I'm gonna tell you as far as a woman, find you a woman that was raised by a man that's willing to work and ain't caught in this world. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Oh
all
yeah.
it's got to be. I gotta welcome my guest on, CK. How you doing, my
Good.
brother?
What up,
What's
CK?
up? What's going on, y'all? Hey, that was some great advice you was giving. You got to remember though, the advice to the 19-year-old. Remember, people gonna hate you for whatever you do.
Yes.
So it don't matter if you a serial killer or you're feeding all the babies, the hungry babies in the nation. They gonna find a way to hate you just because
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, yeah. I always remember your life is your life. Live it for you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. You see how they did my boy. They got my boy Bill Cosby. He's still locked down. 86 years old doing hard time.
all about
Hey,
some popping pill. Come on, man.
right. That was like Molly Percocet, Future. It was all willing and able. But they tried to twist it around after 28 years. They want to flip it around.
Man, it's fucked up out here for a black man anyway.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
But
and that's another thing you got to remember. We kill the best as Black people. We murder the best of our people. So that's why we, if we go find the best and take them down. Like example, Malcolm X, Biggie Smalls, Nipsey Hussle. We do it to our own people. Remember that. That's good advice for a 19-year-old.
Oh yeah,
oh
understand
yeah,
this world is dark. It ain't no
Yeah.
good.
Dark Knight.
CK, what you heard about Mr. Marvin Hagler's death? What you
That
heard about it?
man. Yeah. Rest in peace to the great legend. I seen him fight in the first pay-per-view event. I'm that old. When I was a kid watching him in '87 go up against Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay.
And I had my money on Marvelous Marvin Hagler,
He
and
caught rough.
Ray went out there and put on a spectacular performance. Tyson Fury's type of performance against the Hagler. Hagler was too old for him, I guess. But I loved how he retired and became a movie star and never came back to the sport. That's one of the things I love. Marvin Hagler and Barry Sanders for the same exact thing they did. Quit and never look back.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they hurt that man. They hurt the fuck out of him. He said, "Fuck boxing." Fuck y'all, motherfuckers, you punk bitches. Gonna let this nigga take my shit like this nigga ain't knocked me on my ass or nothing, and y'all gonna let him just run and take my goddamn championship. I know he was mad as hell.
Listen, Easy Work Boxing, you have to go in there and knock out Sugar Ray Leonard. The boy ain't fought in 3 years. You lost the damn fight. You should have went in there and beat Ray Leonard ass, but you let him dance around and you got your ass whooped. Then you didn't want to give him props for beating your ass, so you quit. That's what really happened. But this man ain't fought in 3 years. You supposed to knock that man out in 7, 8 rounds. You don't let him last the whole 12.
Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for the knowledge. I did not know that. I did not know. See, I'm a 83 babe. I ain't know that. You understand? I ain't know that this man was off for 3 years and he came back straight. He ain't had no tune
5
up.
years, really.
Not a nan tune up. He didn't go to Meineke, Car X, nothing. He went straight to Marvin Hagler. That's why I'm a little kid, though. I'm probably about 12, 11, or 10 or something. I'm like, Marvin is about to beat him up. Man, he went out there, beat the brakes off of Marvin. That's why Marvin ain't fought. He waited till Marvin got old. That's where he had him. That's why Marvin didn't want a rematch. He would have took another ass whooping. That was off 3 years layoff. It was the Tyson Fury thing. Tyson Fury came off and got the victory, not no draw. Remember, Fury got the draw.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These guys quit for a reason. He quit like Lennox Lewis. He lost. Lennox Lewis won that fight with Klitschko. Why give him a rematch? I did what I needed to do. I'm the best. Marvelous loss.
Which Klitschko? Battalion?
Yeah, no. Lennox Lewis beat Vitaly Klitschko in his final fight of his career.
Battalion was whooping his ass.
Yes, that's why you don't give him a rematch, sir. You got to get out on top. What, you gonna get back in there and get your ass whooped like Wilder? No, leave with a victory.
Smart move. But I seen some clips off their fight. I was like, God, I never knew that Battalion would whoop his ass, whooping on Lennox Lewis ass like that.
But Lennox beat his ass too. Look at, he shredded that out too. Don't act like he ain't beat his ass too. It was a 2-way ass whooping.
Klitschko was getting the upper hand, man.
He was, but it was stopped early, cuz it was stopped 6-7. So it went either way. But you right. Vitaly was winning.
Oh yeah, all 3 judges had him winning.
But Easy Work. Forget who won and who won. You can't make it. You still human. He shredded his face up, so they couldn't even. You ain't even got no lip and no eye left. Stop the fight. It's over. You couldn't even make him keep it going.
It's still about who won. You correct.
Yeah, man. It's
not.
But trust me, man, he caught Marvin Hagler like somebody catching GGG right now. That's how he caught. That's how Ray caught him like that.
Oh yeah.
But Marvelous, he let me down. He was not. I thought he was good enough to beat Ray Leonard, and that was my first time seeing Hagler
He
fight in my
was,
life.
and he did.
Nah, he didn't. He lost that fight.
Nah, he won. He didn't get the decision, but he won.
Hey, the decision is the fight. You can't make it something. That's a fictional story.
What fight are
Yeah.
y'all talking
Leonard
Hagler Leonard.
about?
It's all about the record books. Whoever
It
says
is,
they
but
won in the record books is the winner. Andre Ward Kovalev.
yeah, Andre Ward won.
True. Oh, what?
And Leonard beat Hagler.
What the fuck you just said, Chain? What?
Ward won.
What fight?
Kovalev?
The first one?
Yes.
Man,
Both
get
of
the
them.
fuck out of here.
He
Andre
won.
Ward got his ass beat the fuck up. Man, he beat the shit out. Man, y'all gotta stop that shit, man. Shout out to
It's
Andre
all
Ward.
about the victory.
I mean, on paper, he got it. I understand.
On paper and physically, he won.
Leo whooped his ass, man.
Nah.
Easy work. It's all about the paperwork. What they say, you can't say, don't talk if it ain't no paperwork. You can't say nothing without no paperwork. You can't say nothing without no paperwork. It's all about the paperwork, man. We living it to the end. This is how you marry your wife. You marry your wife with paperwork.
I understand.
You might hate that bitch, but you still married to her because you did that paperwork, prenuptial agreement.
I understand about the paperwork, but at the same time, he got his ass whooped.
He finished that fight on his feet with a knockdown. Jay Prince is his promoter, sir. I got a mob ties. I get these judges. You better knock me out. You want this crown. You want this. You better knock me out so I get the victory. Unless you're going to put me on my ass, and you better drop him more than once then. If you want to beat Andre Ward, drop him 3 times.
Go down in history and say yes. Yes, you did. You did win on paper. But see, you're going to be some people like me and other people 20 years from now when we sit around, they talk about Kovalev and Andre Ward. I'm like, yeah, on paper, Andre Ward won. But in reality, he got his ass whooped.
In your opinion. In your opinion, though.
Now, the second fight, in my opinion.
Right.
In my opinion.
And that's
but
and
the second fight, I really can't say it. You know what I'm saying?
But we gotta end these robberies.
Low blows.
But check it out, Easy Boxing. Check it out though.
But we gonna
have to end that, huh?
We can't.
No, I was saying we got
robberies when we are saying that as long as it's on paper, it's cool.
Oh, I ain't saying that.
No, we gonna go with the paperwork.
We can, but we can't never end the robberies. We'll never.
We can end it. We can end it right now tonight.
How can we do? I mean, I'm listening. How can we do that?
Okay, this is the rules. You signed up for this shit, so whatever the judges say, we rolling with. It ain't about what your opinion is. If me and you bet, all we saying is whoever the judges say won. I don't give a fuck about my opinion. I'm not a professional judge. That's what they do. So unless you got knockout ability like Deontay Wilder, knock that motherfucker out. If not, you left it in the hands of the judges. Give me my money. Floyd Money Mayweather. He would have had losses, but he got the judges to vote for him. He had a split. That's what it's about. Mob ties. Don King got Trinidad the victory, cuz. Don King got Trinidad the victory with Oscar De La Hoya. Same thing.
You can make the case Trinidad won, though.
Go like this. I feel what you're saying. To go like this. Now, if me and you betting on that fight, if it would have been me and you betting on Ward Kovalev, and I bet Ward, at the end of the fucking day, I wouldn't have gave a fuck about what we thought. What you thought, what nobody thought. On paper, the judges said, this motherfucker won, give me my motherfucking money. You see what I'm saying? So I know what you're saying. I feel what
We
you're saying.
human. We human, like you said. Now, when it comes to that gangster shit, that street shit, you right. Because real talk, when I watched it, I felt like you like, oh, he got Ward. You feel me? So you talking the truth. You really talking from the soul. He did lose. I knew the motherfucker lost. Because it wasn't even about like, damn, did he win? No, you lost. But I was with Ward and the judges went with him. I know about mob ties. This is boxing.
Yeah.
We in some gangster shit. You better knock that mother. Like, remember Hopkins beat Trinidad ass? He beat his ass so bad you couldn't rob him. And he knocked him out in the 12th, nigga. He knocked him out in the 12th. You feel me? Mob ties. Bernard Hopkins is a gangster himself. So he came in there with the pistol, knocking fools out. You got Don King. We coming in there with B-Hop. Philadelphia brotherly love. Uppercuts, elbows, kneecaps. He got 100 headbutts. Took that title. Tito who? 9/11. This shit is all mob ties, like you said. From the soul, Ward lost. From the soul, Madonna beat Mayweather. But Madonna got mob ties too. I mean Mayweather got mob ties. You see what I'm saying? He could have had a couple losses. A couple of them was close. I don't give him no loss, but he had a couple close ones. But he's got mob ties. What about the niggas that got robbed, like Charlo against Harrison? Beat the brakes off that boy.
Harrison won that.
He won it. He won it. But he hurt him. But just imagine Deontay Wilder losing a fight to Tyson Fury the way Charlo lost to Harrison. People would have been like, Wilder got robbed. They'd have been like, man, Wilder had Fury hurt. And Tyson Fury won with the jet. No, that ain't how you win the title like Harrison. That's bullshit. Yeah, and you don't win the title like Ward. You winning it off politics.
You're right. But like whoever it was, Jamel Charlo pissed somebody off. That's all it was.
Yeah, Mayweather. It was Mayweather, cuz. Mob ties, remember? That was a Mayweather promotion. Remember the other brother was supposed to lose. White boy beat his ass.
Man,
remember the other brother?
Corbel beat the shit out of Jamal Charlo. And they took
0
that
for
fight.
2.
He beat the shit, man. Every time you look at left hand. Man, I'm like, how the fuck they let this man win?
Easy work. You gonna go 0 for 2 for the Charlo? They would have went 0 for 2 that night. You would have destroyed the legacy in one night. We couldn't do it. Mob ties, baby. Al Heyman. Mayweather cashed in. He probably hit 10 million on that Harrison. I'm telling you, man, y'all need to watch that Harrison fight again. That was close, man. Best I can give him is a split decision loss.
It was close. But like we said earlier about the champion rules, Tony Harrison wasn't supposed to win that fight.
Right.
Tony was not supposed to win that fight under champion rules.
Right.
Jamel Charlo, somebody to fuck off.
Mm-hmm. And easy boxing, I need you to study your boy. Are you a Mike Tyson fan?
Yeah, I am.
Man, fuck Mike Tyson.
Oh, my bad.
Easy thinks his fights were dives and rigged.
But I
know they was.
Yeah, they was. You talking about Tupac, Bruce Elder. That was fixed. He had a couple of them.
Not many other fights was fixed. Watch Mike Tyson miss around.
Not just in the pros, but also as they were building him up in the amateurs.
Yeah,
a lot of his fights were
like the guy that was.
I respect going out there and taking risks getting punched, but that bullshit. Look, I'm gonna give you another lie they be telling about Mike Tyson. Why is it at one point when you hear a story from somebody who say they know Mike Tyson from the Bronx or whatever, or Brownstone, he was a bully. Then you hear stories from Taylor Atlas, he used to hide in walls and back. Come on, man.
Right.
Bro, ain't no stupid dude, bro. You can't. I listen to everything, and once I did, I do it for myself. How he a bully on one day, and then the next day he hide in empty houses, afraid from getting beat up.
Well, I can give you the whole lowdown. You know he was abused as a kid up in New York, right? He was abused. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that, the worst imaginable stuff. You feel me? We ain't gonna even bring it up. But that's what made him that killer. But that's what put the fear. But the thing about what I want you to study about Mike to see his greatness is look at his losses. Look at his first loss against Buster Douglas, right? That was probably his best performance of his career. If you really look at, just analyze his Buster Douglas performance, the man would not back down. He was hitting with bricks, and he showed you his chin. I think Ali and Mike Tyson has the best chins in heavyweight history, as far as they the way they could take a punch. They should have been. You remember Lennox Lewis? Damn, that killed him. He wasn't even going out. He should have been knocked out by Lennox Lewis. Buster Douglas the same way. Douglas was hitting him with haymakers early in the fight. It was not. He wasn't even knocking off him his feet. It took him about 7-8 rounds before he even hurt him. You feel me? And then he hurt Douglas. Remember, he knocked Douglas down. He had championship heart. So I think my way of analyzing boxing, I study you by your losses. Your first loss. Mosley, he a great fighter. I study him when he lost to Vernon Forrest, his first loss. Because you see their heart. Because now, just like Wilder, study him when he lost to Fury. Because now you get to see him. Like now you get to see how he fight in deep waters. That show you all he about.
Somebody just asked this question named King. What's this little Asian guy named Inoue or
Noya Inoue?
Inoue. How y'all feel about him? That's a motherfucking man.
He could fight.
Who is it?
On steroids.
Noya Inoue, the Japanese dude.
Oh yeah, with the big record.
Yeah, 20 and 17 KOs.
This man is moving on from weight division to weight division.
Not just that, but Japanese aren't strong like that.
Stop everybody.
I don't know about this guy.
Just check him out. Look him out. Check him out, bro. This dude weight division stopping everybody. That is not normal. And what
that sound like
Manny Pacquiao.
Yep.
No,
and I told you. That guy Pacquiao, I told you, man. Oh my God. You talk about overrated. The most overrated fighter in boxing history. I never seen it.
Over Oscar De La Hoya?
Oscar a beast. Oscar a monster. Have you seen Oscar fight?
They don't know nothing about Oscar, man.
He a killer.
Oscar fought every motherfucking body.
Yep. Best resume. Ali and Oscar got the best resume in boxing history. Study boxing. Ali and Oscar De La Hoya got the best boxing resume.
Don't think Floyd got a good resume?
Yeah, he up there too with them.
Up there too.
Man, Floyd got the same, but Floyd didn't fight the undefeated cat though. Oscar was beating Ike Cortez undefeated. You feel me? 34-0.
Yeah.
You feel me? You ain't beat no Mayweather ain't beat no 34-0 Ike Cortez. He ain't beat no.
Well, he did beat a 35-0 Diego Corrales, so I give him credit for that.
Oh yeah, and Canelo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Canelo. Oh my God, yeah. Hold on, that motherfucker. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez. How the hell see Floyd wasn't even supposed to win that fight? He beat a fighter that he wasn't even supposed to beat with ease. That makes you great, legendary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's one
of
the
wasn't supposed to beat him
for a reason.
Floyd was older. This man was at a weight advantage, bigger. You know what I'm saying? You 22 years old.
Mayweather's special.
Like Floyd like 36 years old. He had a whooping on your ass.
Tell him easy.
Did y'all see Canelo crying in the upper loop on Showtime? And Richard Schaefer was walking around. He said, that's why he's the best. That's why he's number one. He was crying. Canelo was crying in the back.
Easy. I'm about to give you game that you never thought of, but you're going to realize I'm telling the truth. The only reason Canelo lost that fight is because of Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar lost that fight for Canelo. Did you already know that? Did you know that?
Why you say it?
Oh, I'm about to game you. I'm about to game you. You done forgot so much shit that went down. You forgot what happened.
Give it to me.
Remember Oscar?
Baby.
Listen. This man, Oscar De La Hoya, got so nervous that his number one fighter was going against the money man. He started hitting that cocaine. He started playing with his nose. And he had to go to rehab right before the fight. Missed the biggest fight of his biggest fighter life. That's like Baby missing Lil Wayne's first concert. So Canelo didn't have his daddy there to help him through. You need that's
Ooh.
like Al Heyman getting high before Mayweather fight Pacquiao. You feel me? You gotta have good team. His team. Remember, I told you mob
Nah,
ties.
that's like Leonard Ellaby getting high before Pacquiao.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look who you got. You got your figure, your leader is doing that. How can you win? This is how the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl. Their leader is hitting little kids with cars. You can't even focus. Your leader hitting little kids with cars. Oscar De La Hoya getting high, and you got Money Mayweather on the mind. Y'all got to think every little thing counts. That's why he lost that fight, man. You need everybody in your circle. Mayweather don't have no distractions. That's why he beat Pacquiao. He should have lost to Pacquiao, but he was so focused, he didn't talk no shit, and he beat the shit out of Pacquiao easy because he was focused.
He should have lost to Pacquiao?
He should have lost. If he was talking shit, he would have lost. Why you think he was humble?
Floyd was intimidated on Manny Pacquiao.
He was humble, remember? With Manny? During the fight?
Go back and watch the what that is when they be on the stage and they at the press conference when they out there talking. Look how Floyd was looking at Manny Pacquiao. And look, remember his dad had told him. He said, man, you out there fighting like you scared. He said, you ain't fight like yourself. Go out there and fight like you fight. Manny Pacquiao intimidated Floyd. Right.
That's why he was humble, right?
Yeah.
You think Floyd was humble during that fight?
Hell yeah. You didn't hear Floyd talking that shit.
Told you. That's why he won. If he was talking shit, he would have lost. He had to focus his mind that I got to win this fight. I'm not going to talk shit. Remember, they said, if you lose this fight, your career don't mean shit. He was like, no, my career bigger than one fighter. So he was already putting in your mind, if I do lose, my career's still bigger than Manny Pacquiao. And I never heard him say that about no fighter.
If I lose to Manny Pacquiao, the other fighters, the rest of my career ain't shit.
Yep. No, he didn't say that. He said the opposite. He said, if I lose to Manny Pacquiao, my career is, I fought more than that. My career is bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. So if I do lose, it won't mean that as much as you're trying to make it mean. He said that. That's what
he would be just as great as he is today.
He the greatest.
I was agreeing with what you were saying. I was saying, to me, Floyd the best ever. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yeah, he already
He's the best ever in all areas.
Yeah, I agree.
Better
100%.
than Ali.
Who is the other? Who accomplished more than Floyd, bro?
Floyd, Ali.
Who accomplished more than Floyd?
Ali.
Nah.
Man, get the fuck out of it.
Floyd, no, he started it. Ali is Tupac, but Mayweather is Drake. Jay-Z. Mayweather is Jay-Z for real. But Tupac didn't get to do nothing. Like Ali, he got sidelined. He got injured. Remember the Vietnam crisis?
Oh yeah, he lost like 5 years in his prime.
Ali. Yeah, he lost that prime, that 3 years of his prime. Yeah, he accomplished more globally, but Mayweather is the best boxer of all time because he conquered the ring. It's all about the square circle. It ain't about the legend.
Muhammad got a lot of respect from being a civil rights activist, so-called, or you know what I'm saying? People looking up to him. I'm talking about inside the ring.
But he's right, yeah. But
he wasn't fucking with.
Someone in the chat is saying Armstrong.
Yep.
Armstrong.
Yeah. Three weight class undisputed at the same time. Moved
he went up in weight classes before there was. Henry was around before it was like junior welterweight shit or junior lightweight.
Yeah. It was
he moved up in weight when it was just the 8 weight classes.
Yeah.
So he more respect. He really moved
Armstrong's
up
up there.
Ike Beabucci. Don't forget, he one of the greatest ever to put on the gloves. Remember Ike Beabucci?
Yeah, he was locked up though.
Yeah, they locked him up for 20 years. He just coming home. He did 20 years. He about to fight. He gonna fight. What's the name? Alexander Povetkin.
Really?
He need. I mean,
Oh,
he need to
yeah?
get in there. I mean, no, I mean they was trying to not Povetkin, but you
White?
know Dillian White. But he been locked up so long, you know he probably ain't gonna make it happen. That old. But
Hey,
he was the great.
that uppercut he put on Dylan White ass for Vecchio, man, that was one of the most slickest, beautiful uppercuts I ever seen.
Do you think he took
Yep.
any
In a
years off his life from that uppercut?
No,
You
Do you
said
think
what happened?
You think Tank took any years off Leo Santa Cruz's life from that uppercut?
no.
Yeah. You
I took
definitely
years
took.
off.
Yeah, them uppercuts take years off your career because, like you said, yeah, that's a great point you just made.
Off your
Because, like
life,
you said,
not your
you
career.
don't see it coming. You don't see it coming,
Oh yeah. The other
and
day
that's what. Yep.
we were talking about Ricardo Mayorga. You know how when he would tell you to hit him,
He gonna be shell.
those punches never knocked him out because
Leo
he would see them.
Santa
But when
Cruz might be like Adrian.
Yeah,
You heard?
that's my hometown right there. AB, that's my hometown, man. So,
He might
but
be like Adrian Brown.
nobody, like you said, the greatest fighter you ever seen, Mayorga. You seen how he beat the brakes off of Fernand Forrest 1 and 2. You
did
had
you
to
think
beat
he won the
Forrest.
rematch?
Hey, like I go by the mob tab, so I get whatever the paperwork
Yeah,
say.
but what was your scorecard?
Oh, and nah, I don't know. I ain't look at it that good. I was just impressed.
Yeah.
But I
Him
thought
being knocked.
that was Don King though, right? Wasn't that Don King, Mayorga?
Oh yeah.
There you go. You got to look at it like that. You got to look at who you fighting. That's why when I look at the scorecards, you got to look at the promoter. It be all that in effect too.
PBC be getting gift wins too.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, that Korobov with Charlo, that was an easy victory for him.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a vendetta out there against Floyd Mayweather Promotions, though.
Oh what?
A vendetta against him. I think they really be robbing Floyd and his fighters of a lot of fights. Like with Jack, certain fights, I think it's a vendetta against Floyd Mayweather. You know,
I mean,
in
you
boxing,
just got. Mm-hmm.
once you start a promotional company, you know, the top ranks and you know what I'm saying, the big promotional companies who've been there for years, their whole goal is to push you out the way. You know, anyway. They really don't want to see a Mayweather Promotions. You know what I'm saying? So robbing his fighters and you shit, you know what I'm saying? That's their way of getting back at him, you know, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
But I just told you, Mayweather robbed Charlo. He the one robbing him. He
Yeah.
is the promoter. I'm saying this guy is putting the money in play. You got to think when you're a promoter, you got to put the money down for the judges and everything. That's why when you study boxing, watch Nonito Donaire versus Rigondeaux, you got top ranked fighters, right? That's why
Yeah.
Bob Arum threw Rigondeaux under the bus. He like, I can't even fix the fight. These both my fighters. You know what I mean? So he mad as hell. That's why he said, no, Rigondeaux, he's boring. No, he's not boring. He just whooped your fighter ass. That's all. With a knockdown.
Oh, Danilo there.
Right.
Yeah, he whooped Danilo there. I saw that fight. I was like, damn.
This guy.
You know they was mad.
Yeah, I mean Lomachenko and Rigondeaux are two of the best fighters ever to lace it up at that time. These guys was like robots. Both of them was unstoppable. They was on Mayweather level. At that point, I was like him and Mayweather. I was saying Rigondeaux Mayweather was 50-50. I'll just give it to Mayweather with the size advantage, but his IQ was unmatchable. But he just was too small. You know what I mean? He ain't had a size. And I did lose money. I put the money with him over Lomachenko. I thought he was gonna get it, and Lomachenko beat the brakes off his ass.
Didn't he go up 3 weight classes for the Loma fight?
Yeah, dumbass. That's what makes me hate boxing.
It was 2 weight classes, right?
3?
2, 3, 4, same thing, man. Same thing.
Yeah,
It
same
might as well
thing,
been
but
three.
it was two. I don't know
It
why
was
he
like
would took that dumb ass. But I guess the payday was
he was,
good, but
Yeah, they were saying he was ducking Rigo too. So
and Rigondeaux was begging him. Remember, he was See, what happened was Bob Arum starved out Rigondeaux, so he started begging him for a fight. So he needed that 400 racks. So
yeah,
Rigondeaux needed 400,000 to feed his family. So he went in there with a lion and got beat. So I respect him still, but he quit.
same thing he did to the X-Man, Nicholas Waters. He did the same thing to the X-Man. Had that man out 18 months and sent him in the ring against Lomachenko.
They be begging to fight Lomo. They be begging for that ass whooping, don't they? Please, Lomo, whoop my ass. Please. I need the paper. I need the money. I'ma quit. He like, hey, they was fighting him like a regular dude off the street. I'ma quit. When it get hit hard, I'm just gonna quit, man. I ain't getting out there. My hand hurt.
Yeah. Bring the man back off sitting off the couch for 18 months to fight Lomachenko.
These guys throwing their careers away. Rigondeaux threw it away. Marky Garcia threw his whole fucking career away. Kell Brook threw his whole fucking career
Yeah.
away
oh yeah.
For payday.
for paydays. It ain't worth it.
Kell Brook was a good, underrated boxer. Some people even had him beating Crawford to the knockout.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
a great fighter.
a lot of people were saying that till he got his ass almost knocked out the ring.
One of the greatest
Then,
fighters ever, man.
then
Coming out of the UK.
Who was Kell Brook? Kell Brook ain't did nothing. Kell Brook
Sean
injured.
Porter.
I get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you done broke your eye socket. You done fought a cannibal from, I don't know where this dude from. He's from another fucking country. He done tried to bite your eye out. Then you fight Errol Spence. You got a perfect excuse. Now you got an excuse. Oh, you got an eye socket. No, I thought it wasn't no excuses. Now we
They
gonna
also
go to
said
this.
Mayweather ducked him.
Yes, he did. He did. He didn't want no smoke. He didn't want no. You know, Kell Brook would have tapped that ass. Easy upset. Easy upset.
Who with Mayweather?
Undefeated Kell Brook.
Yeah, they said he ducked Brook.
I don't know. Kell Brook limited. He a limited fighter. I don't know if he could beat Floyd. His size
no,
advantage.
upset.
His size advantage would have brought him some problems, but he ain't got shit but that 1-2.
That's all you need, Charlo, Deontay Wilder. That's all you need to win these fights. 1-2 and that left hook right behind it is curtains.
Not beat Floyd. Not just no goddamn 1-2.
True.
You're gonna have to come way better than that.
You need to be a genetic freak like him if you want to be.
Maidana. What about Maidana? He got the fake victory. Come on now. He showed you how to beat him. The other one too, Castillo. They told you how to beat him. Use their blueprint.
Nah, he was injured. You can't injure Mayweather. He got to do that himself.
There you go. That's how you beat him. Catch him with an elbow, rip his eye open. That's how you beat him. Do it that like what? Who do it? Ortiz tried that and got knocked out though with the headbutt.
Oh yeah, nah. Ortiz quit.
Yeah, remember because of the headbutt. Because remember he headbutted Mayweather.
Yeah, then Mayweather sucker punched him. Then he just
Laid
went down and he sat down. Nah,
remember,
like he was.
I seen him get up. Look at that shot. Or what's his name? Berto caught him. How come he got up from that huge shot from Berto, but couldn't get up from that sucker punch from Mayweather?
Exactly.
He was on steroids.
Hey, you got to remember that
steroids both fights.
Both.
Yep.
And y'all got to remember the legendary Iron Mike Tyson. Reason why he was so legendary because when he come with the left hook, he gonna catch you with that elbow and rip your eye open. You feel me? So you got to get dirty with him to get the victory. That's why you have to use your elbows, headbutts a little bit with him.
You feel me? You can't just
Mhm.
fight him clean. He gonna knock you out. I don't care who you are. Anybody go. Even Ali probably would have got dirty with Ali. I mean with Tyson, because he coming with that head. Tyson coming
Oh,
in with a headbutt and elbows, and them elbows gonna cut you.
Ali did that thing where he
All right,
jumped, but he stuck his thumb out to poke your eye.
Yeah, he did. But that ain't.
you
That's
know,
clean. That's clean dirty.
Yeah.
speaking on some dirty ass fighters, Sean Porter, Bernard Hopkins, Andre Ward,
Yes.
them some dirty motherfuckers.
How big
Top
Hopper and
3.
Ward cheat?
Hey, that's a Mount Rushmore you
Oh
just
yeah.
named. You name one more. You need one more to get on there to complete the list. Because all them 100%
Let me see. I'm trying to think of one more who I know dirty as
Hall of
fuck.
Famers. Do you agree they all Hall of Famers?
Yeah. They already put
Yeah,
Andre Ward in the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
That's so they show you the only way to win in this.
Cheating.
Fight dirty as fuck though.
So they
Who else?
showing you the only how to win in the game. So aren't they showing you have to be dirty to be successful in this boxing game?
I guess so.
I'm trying to think of one more who dirty as hell.
Andrew Galata.
Kovalev.
Yeah, that was
Mm-mm.
a bad boy. Kovalev. Now that was the hardest fight, like you said. Kovalev, Andre Ward. That's the best
Good
fight
fight.
we ever got. That's the best fight we ever got going in the first fight, because we never know who was gonna win that fight. You got a killer versus boxer, and
Mhm.
Kovalev, like you said, looked like he got the victory through the eyes of my eyes when I watched it. I was
Kovalev said he
surprised the
lost because
judge.
he was overtrained.
Yeah, that was a great trainer. That's a great trainer, John David Jackson. One of the best. One of the freaking best. What y'all think of him, y'all?
I think he's a good trainer. I
Yeah.
think for one he fought, so I think automatically we know he got knowledge of boxing. So
And
automatically that makes him a good trainer in my opinion.
Fighting
he got
yourself?
that slick stuff. He got the slick punches for you too, coming in with the right overhand, right slick left hooks. He got slick stuff for you too, man. Great trainer. I mean, he showed you with Kovalev how good he is for real.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, you got to stay strong. That's where these guys go wrong. Kovalev lost through John David Jackson under the bus, and then Deontay Wilder lost and threw his trainer under the bus. You must keep your trainer. Don't give up on him just because of one loss. See how it go after a couple more fights. That's what. Never get rid of your trainer when you undefeated, and don't get rid of him just because you lose one fight. What's y'all
Oh
thoughts?
yeah.
I wouldn't. It just depend on what happened during that training period when we was fighting. Now, if you weren't there and shit, then yeah, I'm gonna fire your ass. But if it's the regular routine, no, I'm not. It was evidently something that I fucked up on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's something that they talk about. All trainers been saying for years in boxing that when your fighter undefeated and whooping everybody's ass, you the best thing since sliced bread. But then once they go out there and get their ass whooped, it's the
Oh
trainer
yeah.
fault.
Trainers never get their credit.
Right.
When they win, it's their fighters, and when they lose, it's all on their trainers.
Exactly. Exactly. That's real, man, because the best boxer trainer is the best boxer. Mayweather, Floyd, and Roger Mayweather. You got to give them their credit. You got to
Oh
give
yeah.
Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe, daddy, he's one of the best trainers because look at his son. Never lost a fight and fought killers.
No. Joe
Joe,
Calzaghe?
Joe
No.
Calzaghe Sr., his daddy trained him to be one of the best ever.
Hmm.
Why he can't get no credit? Because he ain't do it with a whole bunch of people. All you need is one. If you get one son in the NFL, you go into the Hall of Fame as a daddy. They go like, boy, you a good daddy. What you do? I gotta follow your blueprint. These guys getting two sons to the NFL, winning 2 Super Bowls apiece. Archie Manning. You getting two sons in the Super Bowl against each other. The Harbaugh brothers. These is legendary cats. Y'all got to think it ain't just luck. These people are touched by God. Brady, Mayweather, You know what I'm saying? Diego Corrales, he was touched by God. He riding a motorcycle hitting wheelies.
Hmm.
I ain't give a fuck about shit.
Well, y'all, I've been on for a minute. Time for me to go on, sit it down, man. Sit it down. I thank y'all for coming on the panel, CK, Chain with
Yes,
Ice.
sir. Yes,
Rest in peace
sir.
to Mr. Marvin, Marvelous Hagler. Rest in power, my brother. And I just thank everybody for tuning in. This is Easy Work Boxing. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm out.
Peace.